Hello folks. Alright, just a few words on quiz 2. I don't think there's going to be any big surprises here, but just wanted to touch base on a few things. Again, this is supposed to cover the first 4 weeks of lecture and lab material, but we'll emphasize the stuff that didn't get covered in quiz 1. So this is going to include, the SDLC stuff and kind of from there on. Same idea as before in that it's available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. PDT on Friday, October 2nd. Once you do start it, you've got 50 minutes to complete. Questions are randomly ordered again for everybody. For most questions, there's a couple of different variations of it, so you'll get one of the different variants. And again, once you do a question, you can't back up to it. So it's pretty much decide when you're done and move on. Again, keep in mind that the quiz is out of 42, so I'm kind of using that as a ballpark for how long to spend on something. If you've got an 8-mark question, after about 8 minutes, then you might decide it's time to move on. Let's see, and of course that leaves a couple of extra minutes so that if you do pick one question where you want to stick on it for a little while longer, you can get away with it. Okay, the questions are a mix for this one, some short answer, some multiple choice, some multiple select, and then there's some longer questions in there as well. Some longer written questions, a little bit of scripting and whatnot. So this will touch on a little bit of the more advanced use of Git, so the merging and merge conflicts and whatnot. It'll get into bash scripting, so you'll have to write, a bash function, have to write a bash script. You'll be expected to be able to deal with parameter handling, basic pattern matching, error checking, that kind of thing. So again, be prepared to spend a chunk of this writing some bash scripts. And then the questions on the software development life cycles, so agile, spiral, and waterfall. There'll be a couple of discussion style questions on that. So 8 questions, anywhere from sort of 3 to 8 marks each, 42 marks overall. So it should give you a feel for things, and spend your extra 8 minutes wherever it makes the most sense for you. I think everybody's pretty much got the hang of these by now, but if you need the extra links, again, they're there for information on VIU Learn, or with help, or with the IT side of things, the tech guide for VIU Learn. If you need any of those links, they are there. Other than that, yeah, holler if you've had questions. Biggest thing is to make sure you've gone through the material, you've practiced some bash, some scripting with bash, because again, you're going to have to be fluent enough to write a simple script and write a simple function in a few minutes each. Well, 8 minutes each-ish. And be sure you're familiar with the Git merging and branching and whatnot, conflict resolution. Again, by this point, I think you probably are just from the lab work, but brush up on it just in case, and hopefully we'll be good.